And welcome back to Let's Say Anthem, episode 13. Yes, thank you. Oh, hey, Owen, you okay? No? Anyways, yeah, so, I was gonna do this earlier, but, the game wouldn't work because, it was updating. At first, I was gonna be like, hey, yeah. Oh, that's not great, because I was just reading a thing about how Anthem apparently bricked people's consoles. Is that how I look? Yeah, it is. Cool. Agent quests. So I chose to start construction. Fortresses was damaged. Oh. Gene conjuring to ensure the protection of a group of Arcanists conducting segment tests revealed unprecedented scar activity close to Fort Tarsus. Arcanists returned home safe with help from fellow freelancer named Wraith, who was wounded in the encounter. In the dark, everyone was located in Matthias believes they're the key to uncovering catching the Lysian manuscript. Preventative precautions. You recover the missing Arcanist equipment from the Scar Strangers cars trying to hook up the Arcanist. Things are shape relic. Bryn is noted in his anomalous Scar behavior in a report. Speak with Tassin. Lending a hand. In time to analyze the archive you recover to learn more about the Dominion's plans. Meantime, you should see if Raiding Fort Tarsus using assistance with important tasks. And cracked Dominion archive and the monitor is after your old partners Faye and Hellick, and believes they're on something that'll get them sent to test and wants you to get there first. Finding old friends. Outcome, you successfully reunite with the old partners, Hellick and Faye, despite some lingering animosities. You now all face the daunting task of stopping the Dominion from weaponizing the Cenovath. Freelancers. As explorers and researchers, we often find ourselves requiring freelancers sure hand to protect us from the wild world. Occasionally ourselves, they give us their lives for us, yet we do not often know the value they bring beyond their martial skills. It's a special kind of story, and they often tell you what's over the next hill, what happened there, and with reluctance who may rest there still. Hellick was a freelancer mentor and a leader during the attempt to silence the Heart of Rage. Years ago, he and the freelancers then parted on bad terms. From my lens, I look at was a high-spirited leader among the freelancers, though the failure at the Heart of Rage, and grumpy, argumentative, and jaded. Since I'm no comment, you hear me? I don't want to talk about it, okay? You want details on what it was like watching Ader get torn apart? That's what you want? Not happening. They're dead, all dead, so leave me the hell alone. I'm down here. Arcanists. The very ground upon which we build our home has betrayed us. We cannot blame the world for our troubles. The world is what it is. We shape what we can and adapt to the rest. We must be prepared, and we must have eyes that can see what's coming. My dear hope is that my devices like seeds planted in deep stone will grow and bear fruit. My hope is they will keep my home safe. Thassaros Summoner. Of course, Arcanists would need a way to pass messages to each other, method known only to other Arcanists, and could keep dangerous knowledge from the eyes of enemies. Coming code with information about the areas they were placed in, there could be anything, notes, warnings, or random observation, like annotations or footnotes in a book. And then whatever be lost, those that follow could read and understand what has been learned before. Sentinel Freelancer Relations. There were scars everywhere. I thought we were dead, but then I heard a thump on Star's roof, guns going off. My sentinel telling us we had an escort, and those sentinels were organized. Within moments, they had taken names to cancel the event and got us moving. A bit chilly maybe, but they got the job done, and unlike freelancers, they weren't going to take off another job. Sentinels are dependable. Princess Zim. I actually kind of like her. Even for a regular boss, Zim has been particularly hard to catch. Tenacious, clever, and bold, she's looted authorities all over Bastion. Zim's recent hijacking and transfers from Anthem is worse than her grain shortage. The scar problem wasn't enough, and a fortress must deal with the selfishness of the princess and her fellow thieves. Faye Navina, talented cipher from Anthem. Faye was bored with her sheltered life. Before she accepted a position with the Arcanist along the Bastion frontier. There, she met with the freelancer Haluk, who promised her a first-hand, the mysterious and wondrous things in the wilderness. Faye quit her Arcanist posting and joined the freelancers. Geography. Districts. Abyssal Lock. The Anzu emerged from the deep water near the camp. Hatred for the freelancers burned in his heart. How dare they chase him from his cave? How dare they eat and drink merrily when he had been forced to hide in the water eating cold fairies? He watched them around the fire and the rock face, coming to their mastery while he would show them. He would remind them why humans would never rule this world. Arden's Road. This road sanctuary is thought to be as old as Velothra, perhaps in that was built in the time of great optimism after the Goth's defeat. Arden's Road has always existed, adding support to the old folk tales, Princess and the Merchant. Blackshore. Freelance affiliate The Heart of Rage has had other fortunate results. As the numbers much reduced, the scar population flourishing again, spreading to nearby lakeshore, occupying the mine, and destroying the water system in the area. Scouts are once again an everyday occurrence, making travel more dangerous than ever. In this occupation at the gate of Tuholius, help but feel the scars are winning. Dark canopy. The trees are thick. The trees are thick or like green smoke. It's blocking out the sun. The cool breeze of the morning is signaling you should run. Canopy is dark and it will not light your way. The water there don't give you hope. It will only take away. Fly away from Dunar. Do not cross the Arden's Road. Turn your stride back, my friend. Return your motion slowed. Fly away from Dunar. Don't you take the chance, for the canopy is dark and wants to make you dance. Giant's Cross. I mean, I gotta eventually run out of new areas, right? Today we witnessed the most beautiful thing. We were investigating the shape of ruin in the area when a great wind knocked us to the ground. Most feared that a relic had been set up, but the next thing we saw was a giant butterfly rising from the path to one of the cliffs, and then up over the next one. Thank goodness the Lancer with us managed to capture it. I think it was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. Something in this world is astounding, isn't it? And his walk. The structure is built where General Tarsus' ghost was apparently spotted wandering. Years after her death. Pilgrims from all over Bastion come to the temple to meditate, pray for Tarsus to return. Of course, popularity side grew again to a setting for Eterno's dramatic masterpiece Raxian, but it had not been visited since times when the Heart of Rage breached the Shadowlock. Memorial Gate. The Frades Par Memorial Lock in Parkland is the strata entrance to Fort Tarsus. Walking bands developed just outside the walls for the purpose of recreational use. Time of the Great Expansion, Arcus vendor engineer Frades Par came to Fort Tarsus to build the Honor Valley Dam, and its success an area of peace and prosperity to the area. It is especially notable, intended as a well-guarded recreational hike for residents of the fort, which had to be closed due to scars. Mentor's Trail. This trail to the path of meditation, often walked by Arcanus. He's pondering the deeper mysteries of existence, though mentors would always have a lancer with them. Stone tablets mark the way to and fro since disappearances. Strings in today's Emerald Abyss were an issue. Serpent Zoo. Danny, discover new plant? Yes, under the cores of the serpent, new discoveries abound, and beautiful blue and red growing tendrils that light up the whole area. While we've seen the glowing vines before, who hasn't? This breed is new to us, and I'm excited to get the sample back to Shadowmark. And then also seems to be an electrical charge, so I'll have to be quite extra careful. If the remainder wants to be cunt, this is a big question, fingers crossed. Tarsus Bypass, said to have been home to the dreaded Azur Anzu. This passageway has a secret entrance to Fort Tarsus, promoted bi-weekly to keep creatures from building homes here. In 324 LV, the bypass was home to a family of Telazars who eliminated fields, caused javelins, striders, some appliances to malfunction. These Teslas were an inspiration for much beloved Tessie the Tesla series. The Bullet Myers. Hey, the famous shootout between Sentinel Gyra Cage and the outlaw Hatch Gang. Cage was low on supplies, but took the gang out one by one with only 8 bullets left. Gang leader Roman Hatch fired rounds at Cage, who took cover and finished him with her last bullet while he reloaded. And was later turned into a popular ballad. The garrison at Velartha. The Sentinel headquarters for the Nearby Academy of Velartha, home to a family of Sentinels at Dirks. When Cadmus Dirks was stationed in Velartha from Anthem, no one could guess that he would soon be joined by his two sisters, Claire and Claudia, with the youngest brother, Corlin. Sentinels were said to have perished while evacuating Velartha, with no record proof of the Dirks family, honored by Sentinels to this day. Guardians of Dunar. Said to be one of the wonders of Bastion, Guardians were enormous hatches built to scare off wildlife from entering the area or threatening the Arcanists at Dunar. And themselves are likenesses of Arcanist mentors long past, particularly Idris, who taught Arden Vasa the ways of Ember, and Franin, who found the gateway to the Anthem. The Hurrying Slide. Side of the track Hurrying Slide, which caravan of merchant striders from the Hurrying Company were traveling to Freemark when they were buried by a landslide that killed most of their crew. Those who survived managed to walk to the tow road before a wyvern caught them. Princess found the lone survivor hiding in a tree nearby. The tracks of Midoran. When he was a boy, General Tarsus' page boy Midoran was well known for being a fast runner even without a javelin. It said that he could run from the base of the ravine to the Colossi and then to Anshar in record time before the Scar incursion. And the tracks of Midoran was a popular event in neighboring Shadowmark, how their yearly festival and individual fitness regime. The Watchtower of Arath. Okay, so it was like the decaying thing. According to Garrett's, the volume of Tarsus, Arden Vasa built the citadel of Arath. However, as a base of operations for Lancers, Watcher will straight his path, while Arcanist placed time the citadel's destruction before the shadow fell on Ansher. There's been speculation on what could have demolished such a large structure. Chimera Combat is present, there is not enough evidence to support the theory of cataclysm. Yes, there has been support for the idea of a titan having wreaked havoc, saying the Freelancers 3. Landmarks. Nothing at all. Last Sentinel all agreed that we should head for Aerith. They could find a good night's rest and visit Old Flory. Once an important citadel guarding the travel along the high road, between 2 times outside its doors reduced citadel to rubble. The only watchtower remaining secure. Flory stayed behind when the other sentinels left, continuing to keep the fires lit. Indeed, the last remaining structure had become known not only as a safe haven for Lancers, a place where you could be well fed, for Flory was an excellent hunter and even better maker of soup. Histories. Anthem of Creation. Anthem of Creation. Oh, when did the world start singing? Who brought forth the song? Shapers wrote the music, or did they just sing along? Why did their choirs so suddenly abandon all they made? Did they choose to leave their instruments, or were they just mislaid? Mothers, won't you sing to us? Teach us at the play. Fathers, take us in your arms, and hum to us the way. The anthem of creation lives within us all. Will you sing your melody? Will you hear its call? The Shapers. The Tale of Tarsus and the Mountain. Everyone has heard the story of General Tarsus battling the dread monster Fulminus. Top of the mountain for centuries, scholars have debated where this battle took place, if it did at all. Historian Salix, collecting, compared hundreds of versions of the story, and found a few landmarks in common, and believe the mountain was located in present-day Freemark. Well, not anymore. Of course, no man currently in Freemark, but the present large shipper instruments in the area does suggest that both the man and the monster were a result of a cataclysm. In the story of Tarsus and the Mountain, the earliest known record of a human silencing a shaper relic. Fulminus is a monster, a metaphor, a living beast made of lightning, or a fictional stand-in for a raging storm. We can only speculate. I guess we'll find out if you find her like shields. The Legion of Dawn. And so the Legion divided into 3. Once their goals were defeated, seeing the promise was over, the Sentinels sworn to protect their voices full with service to the people in the highest city walls. By the might, the Paladins were convinced the strength of force should lead the way. As they realized it was a valor sung by General Tarsus herself. The 3 melodies sung together caused only discord, and none could bear the sound. So it was that 1 legion became 3. So Vassal, you sing the anthem as we hear, and none should be forced otherwise. Detective Hop's Mystery. I already read that. Because I thought it could be something that I could play. Friends, the tides of history so often turning on the shifting fortune and allegiances of people who love each other, or something in between. It was almost pathetic then. The bit to stop the minion, the freelancer found themselves in the court of Princess Zim, while seeking to help their old companions, Haluk and Faye. 2 years hadn't healed the rift between them, but at the present danger forced an uneasy reunion. A former commander and his cipher hadn't been sitting on all this time. They were seeking answers to the hard rage, which proved invaluable in stopping the minion. You need to know preventive precautions of scars in the area of 4 times became more aggressive. Clever Sentinel Riser Bryn realized she needed to look outside her own ranks for aid and test her conversational skills. Though unsanctioned by her superiors, Bryn contacted the freelancer. Are you sure? I guess not to Sentinel. Because what C guy Cipher, not Cipher. Corvus. Through Tarsus. It's not Tarsus. It's going to take a long time before I realize and understand names. It took me like 3 years to remember our Ikora and Zavala. And, Cade. Anyways, the unsanctioned my superiors bring contract to the Freelancer. Freelancer discovers scars for stealing Arcanist equipment and melding with a Shaper relic. And the relic produces a horrific swarm of scorpions. None of the Freelancer defeated the creatures inside the record, though no one over entirely by the Freelancer. Cannot argue with the results. Matthias, the search for knowledge. Seeing the dark thanks to the Freelancer's heroism, the Arcanist Matthias Sumner is free to continue his research, certain that the young Freelancer was a new ally. Matthias revealed he was on the trail of the Elysian manuscript. Shintom thought lost forever to continue his search. Matthias needed to collect the knowledge in a series of invisible ruins, secrets, writing left by Arcanist Yor. Freelancer helped Matthias read the ruins. They revealed a wealth of hidden knowledge that brought Matthias close to the Elysian manuscript. Notes. Laundry ticket. Commander Vool order accepted by niece and girls. 2 bundles of various clothing, special instructions, using cleaning powder, customary left, personal convenience for laundry. Sorted into payment to be collected upon delivery of clean laundry. Conduct. All books shall be properly closed when not actively being read. Cups, dishes, utensils, and serving vessels shall be washed and put away immediately. Meaning shall not be played during work hours, and no pickles. Only 1 teapot in the room at a time. There's no need for anyone to have 5 teapots. Filled with a different degree with old lukewarm team. Pickles previously forbidden from the room are doubly forbidden for use as bookmarks. What are you, Scar? Stop stealing my pens. Shopping list. 3 flanks of Korax, bread. 2 strips of Gazix, 4 bottles of snap, bread, lamp. Your student is a thief. Mentor Cal. I'm writing to explain the criminal your disciple, Horan Vale, who I saw stealing fruits from a vendor the other day. I go to the authorities, no need to make another outlaw. But I did pay for the wares with the understanding that I would school the child appropriately. My mentor, Negan Dull, used to say children are the responsibility of the entire community. I'm extremely kind and realize that children are just deeply ignorant creatures who need schooling. Arcanist, I'll pass that schooling to you. You're welcome. Safety Bulletin. Tonight, we are mounting this campaign against litter and lane blockage in Fort Tarsus. This fort could be tidier and more economically efficiently. And please join us in courtyard this evening. Many craftspeople screen common sense and the institution of fines may be necessary in order to gain full safety compliance from all in the fort. And also campaign to make this fort more efficient, safe, and friendly. Governor is dead. Citizen Fort Tarsus with a heavy heart that would confirm Governor Teak was a passenger on the Strider Hesperus, which was down a few weeks ago on its way to Anthem. The office of governor thanks Citizen Fort Tarsus. Hard work managing to the aspects of the fort without official leadership. No commendation must be given to Fort Custodian Colonel Blatch for his commitment to bettering our home in these trying times. Assistant Governor Jute Felin. Mailbox. Personal. Owen. Just a heads up, I've been issued a citation for the organization Fort Ciphers. I don't know that's even a thing for unprofessional behavior, something about activity unbecoming aside from my level of experience, blah blah blah. Fine, I'm inclined to ignore it, but I won't have access to the amplifier and claim until I pay, so I paid it. For I will need to keep more than half of the next few contracts to pay myself back. I mean, amplifier, right? Thanks, partner. I'm good for you. You're the best. I'll be a stranger. Hey there. A few months back, if you told me you're working for it right now, I'd say it's Shaper Relic's family of brains. Here it is. I know him because I blinked a few times just to make sure it's real. You lit the spark when you brought that amber back. This is the beginning of great things, my friend. Remind us sometime when you get a moment, even if it's just a talk. I've always got something in mind. Think somewhere around here will appreciate it. Take care, Prospero. My daughter. From that father. I am asked that Corvus pass this message along to the appropriate person. My name is Censor. My daughter is Censor. She works for Corvus. She knew she was killed in the line of duty. The only detail, even that she was working undercover. Oh, yeah. An important mission involving smuggled relics. I'm told she died bravely. I know a relic to endanger the enemy. I'm not sure if this is no overreaching one. Ask Corvus to pass it along to whoever knew my daughter or was with her on the mission. Really, there's nothing more that can be done, but I just want to say thank you for being there with her in the end. It helps to know she didn't die alone. In gratitude. I mean, she kind of did. Not for the monsters. Interesting story, that. Tanner Tufguy for congratulating Festival Adventure Enthusiasts. I'm Tanner Tufguy with an inaugural issue of my newsletter. You've been subscribed because you share my fascination with all amazing creatures that roam the walls outside Fort Tarsus. Monsters abound, teeth and talons lurk in the dark, and where travelers make a quick meal. Unlike most people, you and I welcome the risk. We relish it. We stay tuned as I brave the jungle and chronicle my life with monsters. Take this issue off. I've just run faster than I've ever run before. And there was hiding in the bushes, but I spotted him. Can't hide from Tanner Turfgu. Went over and sapped him on the rump just to make things aside. Now, surprised he came after me. Prove who's the top gooey around here. That'd be me. Tanner Turfgu, for you slow readers. And I ran him. Silly or 6, you can't catch the Turfgu. It's monthly, issue 394 features. Serial Arcus Monthly, Goldman's chronoscopic hypothesis, what the research really says. Consuming chemical compounds, would you? Should you? Temporal anomaly destroyed my marriage. Shaper Shivers, why you should develop your Arcanist intuition. Plus reader letters, top 10 research trends, and more. Junk. Mark commemorative medallions, never forget Freemark. Freemark Remembrance Society has created original Freemark medallions to commemorate the fallen city. Each medallion is marked with a fallen freelancer's signature and contains one authenticated ember flick. Confirm the Arcanist Validation Corp. Compassionate payment plans are available for generous donors. After production costs are covered, any remaining funds are immediately given to the orphans of Freemark. Don't turn your back on the orphans. Support orphans today. Javelin looking around. Your javelin looks like it's been dragged through a scar trash heap. Thrown on a moving strider and it sinks like Cork's done. So what can you do about it? Any detail in offering half-price javelin waxing right now? Armoring for a cleanup, you got nothing to lose but the cinch. Alright, but anyway, so I believe I should have access to a stronghold now, so I'm going to do that next time, though. So, trust you know what to do. See you.